November 20th, 2016, our very first adventure in Arizona. We took a ride up to the Mogollon Rim area, which is a large escarpment, which is the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau. Went to a town called Payson. A few miles from there, there's a state park called Tonto Natural Bridge State Park. We stopped there. This is a view of the parking area and picnic facilities. It's a very nice park. The natural bridge there was first discovered in the 1870s by a man named David Gowan. It's reported he was being chased by Apache Indians and hid under the bridge in some caves, and then settled the area, planting fruit trees, raising cattle, basically living there for a few years before giving it to his nephew. His family owned it until the 1940s. They operated as a dude ranch. In the 1960s, the state of Arizona started acquisition of the land, eventually acquiring the land. In 1991, opened the state park. It's a really nice area. They have nice facilities. The view you're about to see is from a viewpoint above the bridge. We got there at 4 o'clock and the park closes at 5, so we were not allowed to go down onto the hiking trails. You can see the ranger standing here waiting for the stragglers to come up from the trails below. Down below you'll see a wooden walking path that leads to an observation deck at the southern mouth of the bridge tunnel. The tunnel itself is 150 feet long. It's 183 feet high. The bridge is 400 feet wide, 60 feet thick at the top. Solid travertine. It's reported to be the largest travertine bridge in the world. There are supposedly caves with stalagmites and stalactites inside the tunnel. Again, we couldn't get down in there to see that. We will be going back another day to check that out. Our next view is from the northern viewpoint, looking down into the tunnel. And as we zoom in, you'll see a shot of that observation deck that I mentioned. Right there. It's a really beautiful park. Well worth the trip. Down into a canyon a few miles outside of Payson. And again, we will be going back so that we can get down into the hiking paths that are down in the creek bed where the waterfalls are and the caves. That'll be at a later date. Very, very beautiful area. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on our next adventure.